The house still smelled like her: lavender lotion, warm milk, a trace of the candle she lit before bed. By the time I reached her, the air had already turned metallic, that copper edge between life and loss. The car was still running in the driveway, front crushed against the gate, headlights bleeding into the fog. She was slumped over the steering wheel, seatbelt locked tight across her belly. 8 months. That's all she had left to wait. The paramedics said it was an accident, fatigue, late hour, wet road. But her phone was still in the passenger seat, screen cracked, camera on, recording. No words, just breathing. Then, a jolt, a whisper, and a man's voice I'd never heard before saying, "Make it look real." Grief makes people clumsy, but it made me precise. I didn't tell the police about the recording. They'd already written their report, boxed her death neatly between accident and closure. I started with her messages. Texts deleted, but not all. A number saved under a fake name. Frequent, familiar. He knew her schedule. He knew she drove that night. She was cautious, obsessive about details. She never signed anything twice. But the form carried her name, perfectly forged. Every clue I found felt colder than the last. The world kept spinning. Condolences, casseroles, sympathetic looks, while I replayed the video every night. That whisper in the dark wasn't random, it was rehearsed. Someone she trusted had planned it, and I was done pretending otherwise. Her friend Mia couldn't meet my eyes at the funeral. Her boss avoided my calls. Even her doctor, kind, patient, professional, stumbled when I asked about her last checkup. Her appointments had shifted. Same clinic, different time slots, new billing codes. I traced one to a private account under a corporate name. The name matched a contractor I'd met once, the one handling repairs on her office building, the same one who sent flowers after she died. That's when guilt changed shape. It wasn't grief anymore, it was purpose. Every night I'd sit in the nursery she'd painted pale yellow and listen to the recording again. The breath, the jolt, the whisper. Then I noticed something I'd missed before, a faint echo right after the voice. A door closing, metallic, controlled. Not a crash, a collision staged indoors. She never made it home that night. Someone drove her body there afterward. And that someone wanted me to believe she was careless. The truth came to me through static. A neighbor's camera caught headlights entering the street long before the crash. A different car, stopping behind hers. Same model, same color, slightly newer plates. I ran the recording through a forensic filter. The voice, distorted, low, matched someone on the company payroll. The contractor, the man who sent flowers. But that wasn't the part that broke me. He wasn't alone. The voice that followed was familiar. A woman, calm, soft, precise. Mia, her best friend. They'd planned it. The forged papers, the setup, the staged accident. Mia would inherit through the insurance transfer. He'd collect through her company's payout. It wasn't greed. It was control. Erasing a life that had become inconvenient. I didn't cry when I confirmed it. Emotion drains away when the numbers line up. All that was left was arithmetic. 2 people, 1 lie, and a debt that demanded payment. I didn't go to the police. I went to their world, to emails, security passes, passwords, cameras they thought no one watched. And I made sure every secret they'd hidden found daylight. Quietly, precisely, like justice pretending to be coincidence. They never saw me coming. The contractor's company was audited for internal misconduct. The evidence arrived anonymously, time-stamped, encrypted, undeniable. He was suspended first, then arrested. The forged insurance forms led straight to his account. Mia didn't last long after that. Her messages leaked, photos, transactions, calls from burner phones. Her face appeared on every screen in the office she once ruled. She said it was a mistake. She said she didn't mean for anyone to die. But she did. And now, everything she built was gone. I never touched them, never raised a hand, just pulled one thread, the truth, and let it strangle them on its way out. The nursery still stands untouched. Tiny shoes by the window, a crib she never got to fill. Every morning sunlight filters through the curtains she sewed herself, soft, pale, pretending nothing ever happened. I sit there sometimes, not out of grief anymore, but memory. The kind that doesn't fade, just changes temperature. They say time heals, but time doesn't know what to do with the truth. The world moved on, news cycles, trials, verdicts. I never testified. I didn't need to. Their own hands wrote the ending. Sometimes I still hear her voice when the house is quiet, humming the tune she played for the baby. I don't answer. I just listen.